Last time on The System Hyrule. The fallout from Night 1's live night started with a witch hunt.
Adrian, who do you want to auto-bust?
Who do you think?
Dustin.
Is it Dustin or Miranda?
Shady as Dustin.
But one contestant decided to leak the plan.
I took it up upon myself and just had a conversation with Dustin and asked him do you know about the fact that people are throwing your name around? And he was like, no one told me about it.
Tony, Jace, and Miranda decided to retaliate, going after someone quite unexpected.
I feel like an inactive is also someone that not a lot of people would want to sink. So
Yeah.
Brian could be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's target
I think we could
Brian and Adrian.
Yeah.
Their plan worked as Brian became the second person removed from the game.
By a vote of 4-1, Adrian, you are safe. That means, Brian, I'm sorry, you have been eliminated and removed from the system.
Will the two sides go to war? Find out this time on The System Hyrule.
So round one, my strategy. So last round, my strategy for making it out of the chamber was pretty much just to play the victim. As much as I hate doing that, play the victim, act like I didn't do anything wrong, and just act like all my power was gonna be invested in getting Matt out, and I just wanted everyone to know that I had this fixation on getting Matt and Adrian out, and my hope in that was that way, if anyone else wanted Matt and Adrian out that I didn't know about, they would come to me, and I was hoping people would save me, and they did. I made it to this round, and at first I was a little wary. I wasn't really sure because it seemed like suddenly everyone was coming to me, and suddenly everyone was upset with Matt and Adrian.
I feel a little guilty about the entire you, Dustin, being thrown under the bus situation, because right after I woke up from live night, there was this house call, and they asked me Alex, what's your popularity points? And I was just I might as well just tell them, because if you're not going to show up to live night, at least contribute to something. And then they were oh, so 8 people took from you, which means 2 people didn't, so we have to figure out who these 2 people are. And just that, it went all the way to, oh, it's Dustin and Miranda. And I'm just
wait, I didn't know I was supposed to take. Okay, don't tell anyone, but I didn't think that was the plan. What I ended up doing that night was taking 3 from Ojani. I didn't do anything to anyone else because I thought that's what we were doing. I didn't understand any of it, but I took 3 from Ojani.
I really do not know what the plan was whatsoever, but I was just I was just told based on me having 8 popularity points less, that someone didn't stick with the plan or some shit. And that it were 2 or 3 particular people. But I mean, you saying that you.
Oh no, I was just saying that I didn't think that's what the plan was. Now they're saying that maybe the plan was to take 2 away from everyone, but I don't really think it matters because it was still the target that we talked about. But whatever. That's what I did. I put 3 on Ojani.
I mean, it just turned out just fine. But
yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's irritating. I went into all of this having no idea what even happened, and just hearing oh my god, these people didn't stick to the plan, and I just had to
Of course. So if you went with it, if you went along with it, that's okay. I haven't talked to you yet. It's about the game moving forward. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, to me it was just sitting there and listening to people complain that I wasn't nominated, and it was just okay, I'm just gonna smile.
Yeah.
And then it just all spiraled down and turned into this next round where everyone was just oh my god, we have to nominate Dustin and Miranda and blah 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 blah. They're shady, and it's just
they're shady, but see, it's not really shady. You started grouping me with some people. You started ostracizing me. You put me in the bottom with some people, so I started linking up with those people to see if I could work something out with them, because you were kind of targeting us all at the same time. That's not shady at all. I think that's pretty transparent, actually, because I didn't do anything to really warrant him
I do not think
consistently anyway.
I do not think that, like, I mean, if anyone is gonna get mad at you and Dustin and, like, Steve for, like, linking up, all I can really say is that it's really their fault. Basically, what happened at the vote was the expected. Brian went home, Adrian and Miranda stayed. Wasn't really anything that I could do about it because it just seemed very dictated by Matthew. I don't know, I haven't spoken with Matt about anything that was not vote or game related. Nothing. I've not spoken to Adrian about anything that was not game related, and it's just
Not
like,
even from the start? Was it just like after live night they were like, oh, we're gonna bring him and use him as a vote, you know, see if we can control him, he wasn't here.
literally after life night, like, I randomly called the house chat and I was like, let's just see who's around, and those two like joined, and it happened like instantly, like, yo, there was like this plan and up and like this, everything went down. I'm like, chill. Give me time to breathe.
The game has begun.
Officially. I think Johnny should really be glad that he went voted out because he's missing out on this. Adrian messaged me last night, and he was like, well, Dustin and I just had an argument over, you know, why he gave me his modifiers, and he was like, Dustin told him the reason that he did it is because he heard that Adrian was the person that suggested Dustin to begin with, and Adrian messaged me and I was like, well, I only told you, Nick, and I think Nick was the one who actually did it, so I just kind of want to tell you that, like, I'm really worried of Nick right now, and I'm just like, sure, yeah, it was Nick, totally. I have no idea why he believes it was Nick. I know it was me. I'm not gonna tell him it was me. I don't think Dustin's gonna tell him it was me. So I'm just gonna sit there and smile for now, because for some reason, I recovered pretty well from Life Night, and I have people, for some stupid reason, already blindly trusting me. I have absolutely no idea why. But I'm not gonna complain about it.
Hello, contestants. It is time for your second mission. This mission is based off of the Legend of Zelda boss Odalwa the Masked Warrior. For this mission, you will have to complete a maze as fast as possible. First person to turn in the completed maze will win first place in the mission. Good luck, contestants.
We're in round 2 right now, and actually I completed the mission this time. Ooh, only took me all day. This really complicated maze that I literally was like ready to rip my eyeballs out because it was so hard. I smashed some pots and was able to get, let's see, I was able to get a total for this round of 32 32 prisms plus a voucher for 3 that has to be used this round. So I have like 35 prisms right now. So I'm kind of rolling in it. I'm going from like rags to riches. I had like 4 prisms, now I have like 35. I just gotta worry that people are gonna steal from me. At this point, I'm really just trying to make sure that I'm playing a decent enough social game that I have at least okay relationships with everybody. With Elena, I kind of just been going with the same story that we played in Annihilation, and I screwed her over, so it's a little awkward between us, but you know, we're over it. Like, I don't want to seem like, oh yeah, she's mad at me, so we're not talking. That just sounds like a lie. So I'm like, no, we're over it, but you know, obviously I don't know if she wants to trust me or if I want to trust her, but little did they know that we are like this, and she was my day one alliance.
Yesterday, before everything went down, Matthew asked me how many prisms I had, and like for a split second, I almost had a stroke because I was like, shit. Like I told him I was like 11th place last week. Now I have to like keep all of this in track. So
I don't like
I know
questions
he
like
would catch
that.
me. I know, it was so weird.
It's so not fair. You know what I mean? I would not ask somebody that. You know what I mean?
He just came out and was like, "How many prisms do you have?" And it took like 10 minutes, and I was like,
You're
"Hold
my
on, let me check."
closest. You're my closest alliance in this game, and I haven't even asked you that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah,
in a
it
way,
was
I don't
like-
even really need to know. You know what I mean? I don't really need to. It's not need to know information. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
I was just like, "Oh, 16," and I had to double check like 3 times to make sure I counted right too.
yeah, like, you know, I'm down to I think 20 right now.
No, I think I have more than that. That's what I told him. Hold on.
Yeah,
I don't even
no,
know.
I
think I
spent-
got.
12 or 14 last round or something like that. I don't know.
I think I have to have like at least 28, if not 30. I think I do. Kind of upset Adrian's still here instead of Brian. He came back more cocky than ever, calling people out left and right in the main chat and just stealing all the pots. And it's annoying, but I don't know. We'll see what can be done.
I stole some prisms from Adrian this round.
Oh yeah, he messaged in that group before it all went haywire. He
Yeah,
messaged, "Someone stole 2 prisms from me."
that was me.
That's so
And
funny.
you know why I did it? It was so funny. I wasn't planning on stealing it all, but like I had a 3 prism voucher that I didn't use.
Oh, you
and,
have to use
and
it.
Nate mentioned that I had to use it. And I thought, like, stupid me, like I didn't realize that I had to specify it specifically.
Oh no.
So he was like, yeah, you have to do it. I said it twice. I was like, oh, sorry. Like, I was like, I'm going to go buy blue. So I bought like whatever it costs to buy 1 blue prism level 2 is like 4 prisms or something like that. So I used my 3 prism voucher plus 1. So I just put it on Adrian because I knew that he'd won a ton of prisms from the pot smashing. So I figured for sure I would get, I knew he wasn't going to be at 0. So I knew it'd be an instant win.
I can say I officially have infiltrated the enemy camp. Somehow I found myself in the position of being able to be a dual camper, I guess. And I've completed infiltration. I thought my position was a bit more precarious because I thought only Matthew liked me. I knew Sherry did, but I didn't think Sherry had much of an in. I thought Adrian wasn't really talking to me, didn't really like me. They want to make a group and get together, and they want to like talk and, you know, be allies. And I was like, holy I've done it. I've infiltrated, and they don't expect it. Workers, they don't expect it from me, so I'm golden.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be straight up. You want? I mentioned I want to target somebody, so I'm gonna be straight up. I want to target Matthew. So, would you guys be cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with him being one of the targets.
Tony, do you have one that you were thinking of?
Yeah. Wait. So I was thinking, I'm fine to. I think Adrian should also be a target, and I was also yesterday I wanted to give Brian a chance just to like. Because, like, you know, it sucks being in that situation when you're in the chamber and, like, no one wants to talk to you at all. So I kind of heard him out. And he said that he wanted to target Alex because Alex was, like, not telling him anything and, like, was going around being like, well, I don't really know what's going on. But then Alex would come to me and be like, this is what's going on. Like, this person's doing this person's doing this. So it's kind of like, those people are kind of shady, like, when they try to approach you and then they don't say anything, you know? Like, I don't like that. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think...
I honestly kind of got the same vibe from him, not even gonna lie. Like the same vibe of, like, I talked to him, but he wouldn't really say anything to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
killing
yeah.
you that much.
And that also doesn't make a lot of sense because, like, I talked to Alex for the first. Even then, he was like really upfront with me. He was, "Hey, so I'm sure you've heard this. I'm sure you've heard this." Like, he was really upfront. So Adrian saying that he didn't tell him anything is kind of bullshit, I think. But
And also Miranda, what's his name? Alex was okay with you going. Like I asked him, I was like, so what's happening in the game? And he was like, oh well, everyone seems like they want to vote Miranda out. And I was like, okay, so where do you stand with that? He's like, if they want to vote her out, I'm fine with that. Like I don't really want to save her. So I'm just like, I don't think he really has your best interests in mind.
I'm still working with Miranda and Jace on one side, and then on the other side, I'm working with Matt, Adrian, Sherry, and I guess Elena now is like the fifth member of this group randomly. Both sides still don't know I'm playing both of them. And so moving forward, I think now I'm going to have to go after someone from the Matt, Adrian, and Sherry side. And then after that, I'm going to try to swing back and get someone from the Dustin, Miranda, and Steve side. And yeah, that's basically my strategy right now, to kind of ping pong back and forth without people really realizing that I'm playing on both sides. So that's going to be the challenge, but I'm up for it. I'm here to win. I'm here to play hard, that is. And yeah, I'm going to go to the end. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But right now, my target is Adrian, even though everyone else is targeting Matt. I need to show Matt that I'm very loyal to him so he doesn't start to come after me. And hopefully Matt and Adrian end up on the block together, or in the chamber together, whatever you want to call it. And I can save Matt and send Adrian home without the people on Miranda's side knowing that I did that intentionally.
I still think we should target like 3 people. That way, like we push, because like last time we targeted Adrian and Brian and they both went down, you know. So I feel like we could do something similar where we target multiple people, so that at least like 2 of them make it in, you know.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, that.
So we're doing Matt and who else?
Matt, you said Adrian. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. And are you guys
Yeah.
cool with Alex being the third or no?
I'd be totally fine with Alex being the third.
Okay, because I don't really know him that well, but I've just heard shady things about him. And then when he was in that 6-person group, like he was not saying anything, and I just think that's shady. Like if you're in a group and you don't say anything, you know.
Yeah, and it's also shady kind of how, like, I said it's a positive thing like 10 minutes, or not 10 minutes ago, like 5 minutes ago, but like with me, like especially after being like so willing for me to leave the past round, like that's super sketchy.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
That's
you don't want
super
people
sketchy. Like what if he's just like that with everyone, telling everyone everything?
Yeah, you don't want like, people bouncing around like that. Like that's just not. Those people are dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys talked to Nick at all? Man.
No.
I did like the first day.
That's like, I just like have no idea where he's at all. So, is he?
I know he voted for Adrian to stay, and like he was like the first vote or whatever after Steve. Like he didn't talk. He was the first vote after Steve, and he voted to save Adrian. He didn't talk to anyone about it. Like he just saved Adrian like without talking to people.
Oh.
That's dumb.
Yeah, and I don't like people like that either, because they could just vote and like not tell you what they did, and like it's just like what?
Yeah, that's dumb.
I'm kind of unsure about where Tony stands as far as loyalties, because part of me wants to believe that we were kind of one of the early alliances that he had and that he would want to stay loyal to us. But I know after the call today that he's sketched out by me, especially, definitely got that vibe.
Because like, even though like people could say I didn't talk, but at least like I had a general idea of like what was going on. I didn't just vote for a random person.
Yeah. No, that was completely different. But like this Nick kid, like I don't know, man. He's just weird. But yeah.
I mean, his name on Skype is Manus.
Yeah, when people were calling him Nick, I was like, who's Nick?
Yeah, no, like like the first night I was like, I remember you said I think Manus is voting to save Nick, and I was like, I think they're the same person.
I'm fine with our targets. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I feel content.
Yeah.
I can meet back up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Tony's trying to get.
I don't know though, because we could be wrong. Maybe he is actually like looking out for us. Like you never know, because like
he mentioned to me that he was in the call with them. He was in a call with them where they were talking about me, and he brought that to me. But
that's the thing. I don't think he's trying to hide anything. Or not. I mean, like, I'm sure he's trying to hide a lot, but like, I don't think he's really trying to hide the fact that he's like in with them. That like he knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe a
but
little.
He could also be doing that with us.
Yeah.
He could also be doing so.
Yeah. Let's go over the facts really quick. Wait, did Dustin message the chat yet? Because like what I sent to our chat with Tony was true. So if he uses that against us, that could kind of things up a little bit. But Dustin really is thinking of putting I think she said like 7 on Sherry. He wants to put 7 on Sherry, plus 7 on Sherry. So I was thinking
gonna add to her?
Yeah, he's actually gonna add to her. So I was also thinking, since he already did that, I think of like I was also, or no, I think he's waiting until the last minute. I was also thinking of doing 7 on Sherry. What?
Really think he's gonna do that though?
Hello, contestants. These are your popularity results. Before I get into the results, however, I have one thing to say. This round was a battle and resulted in the lowest average popularity score for the entire cast at one time. With that being said, let's get to the results. The first person in the chamber this round is Nick. The second person in the chamber this round is Alex. The last person in the chamber is Sherry. These have been your popularity results. Good luck, contestants.
You know, even though like I had this bad feeling all day that I was gonna go up, just like I was getting radio silence from people that were supposed to be on my side. They kind of talked to me, but not really. And then also was completely talking to me, but I didn't have anything to give them. Like I could not give them an answer of who they were going after because I wasn't getting told anything. So I don't even know why I'm up. Like them. Like I don't deserve to go up. I did nothing wrong. I was just in the middle and playing both sides. Like, oopsie. Sorry. So now I have an excuse to flip to the other side. They usually put me up, like, still an excuse to flip to them because they're pretending to be with me, so I stay. They think they're gonna get me. And so that way I can kind of still ride the middle, more to that side, because it's not like I can trust them more, it's just I like them more. I don't really trust the other side, I don't trust anyone.
That's probably it, I know it. Me and Miranda just pretty much had it out. Because you know it was true, Elena and I made this big plan. I couldn't believe I was going to actually work with Miranda this round or this game. But I realize now Elena was just setting me up.
Okay.
I'm super going home.
I'm sad. I did a 20-minute DR this morning of frustration and sadness.
It's Elena, you know. Dustin was drunk last night, and the drunker he gets, the more he talks.
So
Stayed up till morning getting information from him, just letting him bitch and complain, and then because here's the weird thing. So I'm talking to Dustin, and I'm like, and he's like, oh yeah, we've had a leak in your rooms all the time. We knew all about you and Adrian and Matthew, and that's why at first I thought it was Tony, because he never said Tony.
I had a feeling like I really wanted to like Elena.
Me too.
And I feel like she did spend those prisms on me the first round because I ended up at 14, and there was no way
I truly believe that. I do. I think she's playing both sides and just got caught.
Yeah.
I think it
She
backfired.
Yeah. I mean, she told me her prism count is 16, and so she's been lying about her placement. If she was honest about her prism total, to me, she's been lying about her placement because there's no way she finished in 11th and 12th and has 16 prisms.
No, because I only got 6 last time and 10 this time.
Well, yeah, I mean the prism chart is available to everyone.
Yeah.
There's no way you get there. And so they're gonna try to take out Sherry. And either Tony or Lana. Or even Adrian is lying to me. I think everyone's lying to me now. So the beginning of next round is gonna be fun. Because you know what? I think it's time for everyone to experience what it's like to be broke. That's right. I think I'm going to go on the offensive. Because, let's face it, if you think you're running the game and you accused me of running the game, it's time for me to run the game. I really wanted to trust Tony. And I really wanted to trust Elena. I wanted to trust people. I really wanted to trust people in this game. I really wanted to trust people. I really wanted to like people. And I'm basically, I've told Nate at the start of round 3, like the minute the vote comes through, I'm spending those prisms to steal from people. Like, I'm going to, you know, use blues on, probably start with, I'm probably going to steal 20 from Miranda. And then once I get them back, I'm going to steal 20 from Dustin. If I get those back, I'm going to steal 20 from Steve. If I get those back, I'm stealing, you know, 20 from Elena. Well, I'm going to steal 15 from Elena because I know she only has 16. You know, I'm going on Matt's stealing spree.
My confidence in my alliance, I'll still give it a 98%. Because I think they're really going to try to save me, but do I think my confidence in the fact that I'll still be here tonight after the chamber? No. I'd say that's 0%. I don't expect to be here.
I got nominated. I do not know why I got nominated. It's probably because I was super busy and I didn't talk to anyone about the modifier thing, so A, I didn't know where the other modifiers were going. B, people could easily just label it as I don't talk to Alex about this round, so I don't feel safe with him, so I'm gonna just use my black modifiers on him. 3, there's a chance that maybe someone leaked my little shady bitch moves and it was a coordinated effort. But honestly, I really don't know. And I am not in a position to try and figure out why I got nominated right now. All I really need to do is make sure that I'm gonna survive. So there's something I wanted to talk about with you before like the entire vote goes down, because I literally, like, people can say as much of like I'm staying and Sherry's gonna go as they won't. I'm nervous and
yeah, no, for sure. How I work is I'm always about the group. Like if I'm with someone, what I have is what they have. So like if we ever need to do anything, like I honestly just how Nick, like, oh, it's just really weird. I want to trust Nick, like I really do. I don't trust Nick at the same time. Like I trust you. I trust you. You've given me no reason not to trust you. But Nick, he's a little bit weirder. Like he's like.
Like, who do you think is gonna vote to save me? You? Do you think Elena is? Because I don't think Elena promised her vote to Nick.
I'm not too sure. Have you talked to Elena? We were supposed to have a conversation, but then she never did anything.
Okay.
Like,
well, I talked a little bit to Elena. I don't know, like, because like the people that like I would like to say can vote to keep me if like Dustin, Miranda, Steven actually vote Nick are like you, Chase, Elena, Tony, and Matthew. I heard that Sherry really messed up this round and just started yelling at people and calling them names and saying that Miranda and Steve and Dustin all suck and Elena and everything. So apparently there has been a revolt to get her out, which I love Sherry, I really do, but just for the sake of me staying, I really hope it's her going.
Hello, contestants. These are your chamber results. With 3 votes to save, Nick, you are safe. By a vote of 3 to 2, Sherry, you are safe. That means, Alex, I'm sorry, you have been eliminated and removed from the system.
Alright, so, I got eliminated, very early. I think that I really just underestimated the fast pace of this game. I don't think I acted quickly enough to ensure my safety. I think I should have literally just, like, told Dustin to vote to save me. There's a lot of things that I should have done in order to stay, and I didn't do it. I'm an idiot for giving my prisms to Adrian, but I think part of me just really thought that if I gave him a reason to trust me, then he would have no reason to eliminate me, but wrong thought. I think it was him, at least. If it was anyone else, well, then well played. I don't know what to say, really. Like, it's kind of gross, in my opinion, that people are allowing Matthew to run this game. Other than that, I'm really excited to see how this game is going to turn out, who's going to come out on top, and I'm just gonna drown myself in my own sadness about how terrible of a flop I am.